Welcome back. We are moving on to another process in the PMP Guide 6th edition. Now, try to align yourself as to where this process falls. It's the second process of the Project Integration Management knowledge area, but it's the first process of the planning process group. Okay, so whenever you hear a process name, think about where exactly the process is. It definitely will help. So as you can see on the screen, its main aim is compiling all subsidiary plans, schedule, cost, scope, and many more into a singular master plan. So we've got plans across various knowledge areas: integration, scope, schedule, cost, quality, resources, communications, risk, procurement, and stakeholder management. And all of these plans across all of these knowledge areas become one big plan called a project management plan. Now, I don't show you every single plan that exists within the PMP Guide, okay? I also do not show you every single baseline, but this is an illustration to help you understand that this process is an integrative process, which means this process draws on many other processes to put together their outputs, to put together all of those subsidiary plans, be it, as you can see on the screen, change management plan, or the configuration management plan, or the schedule management plan, and so many more. There are many others that are not shown on the screen, okay? So this is not an all-inclusive view. It's only an illustration to show you that there could be many different plans and many different baselines in the project management plan, okay? So let's go a little bit further and talk about what exactly goes into this process. The major goal is to assemble all subsidiary plans and baselines into that final that I showed you. The inputs to this process, first of all, we have the project charter talked about previously. Remember, the project charter has all of this high-level information, and it gives us a very good overview, well-rounded overview of what the project is meant to achieve. It has all of that high-level information, high-level milestones, high-level risks, and so on. The next input here is simply called outputs from other processes. Now, this is an umbrella term. It's a catch-all for many other outputs that come from other processes. So we've got the risk management plan, the schedule management plan, knowledge management plan, if you will, risk management plan. All of these other plans are referred to as outputs from other processes. So what's going to happen? All of these plans are going to come into this process. They're going to be assembled, and out comes the big master project management plan. The next input here, we've talked about this before. It needs no introduction. EEFs. Enterprise environmental factors, any factors that could influence the development of the plan. We want to be aware of that. And we also have organizational process assets talked about previously as well. This could be processes and procedures in the firm for putting a plan, the project management plan together, and it could also be the corporate knowledge base, which could draw on relevant information as we are developing the project management plan. Let's take a look at the different tools and techniques that we get. So 4 broad tools and techniques: expert judgment. As you're putting together a project management plan, you're going to need expertise from different areas depending on the technologies. Hey, putting a schedule together for a particular technology, you need experts. You need experts all over for this one. You know, people who understand what it takes to put a plan of this type or magnitude together will be called upon. We also have data gathering. Remember, in the previous processes, we've talked about data gathering, and here we have brainstorming for gathering data. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? Brainstorming is a no-brainer. Checklists. This could be a checklist for making sure that all the different things that should be in the project management plan are actually accounted for. Focus groups, we're bringing different people together to plan different things: time, cost, scope, risk, procurement, so on. And we also have, as a part of data gathering, interviews, because we could interview people to glean data that will make its way into the final project management plan. Okay. And the vehicle for these interactions, meetings. Okay. As you can see, the major output is the project management plan. Now, there's so many different things that could be in this project management plan, and you need to pay close attention to this as you read through the PMP Guide 6th edition. Please take note of anything that could be in the project management plan. Now, I would like you to look up table 4-1 in your PMP Guide. Table 4-1 goes into the details as to what could be in this project management plan. Scope management plan, requirements management plan, schedule management plan, and the list goes on and on. Okay, so please take a look and make sure your understanding is well rounded. But as you can see, that's it. Putting together the big plan. It's one thing to have your tiny little plans, but it's another thing to integrate all the plans and make sure that what is in plan A correlates with what is in plan B, what is in your scope plans, or what is in your scope baseline correlates with what is in your schedule, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that process. Let's move on to another.